gotta get this off here. I don't want to fall again. I was in Semino's and I fell off the stage. I got so excited. Alright, you know what? I was coming down here this morning just to check it out. It looked like a nice day, you know, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm thinking about it, listening to the radio and all this stuff. And I realized something.
Yeah.
Does everybody know that January 1st, if you make $40,000, that you have to pay $66 a month more to the state of Illinois?
Yeah.
If you make $50,000, you get to pay $83 a month more. I wonder what they're going to do with the money. Does anyone have an idea? If you have an idea, raise your hand.
Spend it.
That's right. They're going to spend it. Because guess what the bums did?
Spend it.
The bums said that they can raise our taxes 2%. They can raise corporate taxes to 10%. Excuse me, 9.5%. And then they can spend 2% more on garbage.
Yeah.
So the tax raise that we're going to experience is going to count for nothing at all. We're in the same boat we were before they did it to us. Now here's what's going on. I'm an elected politician. I am the Homer Township clerk. I ain't speaking as a Homer Township clerk, let me tell you. I'm telling you like it is. When a politician runs for office, they promise you the world. I'm going to do this, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to do that. Whose money's going to pay for it? So what are you giving me? You didn't give me nothing. You took my money. And then you brought it to Springfield or Washington, and then you took a cut out of it. You're like the legal mafia. You're not even Sicilian. Now, I'm a little bit worked up when I start thinking about the debt ceiling. What a friggin' joke. We're talking about how much are we going to raise it or we're not going to raise it. The argument is simple. How much should we cut it? How many $1 trillion should we cut the debt ceiling? Now, and they said, well, if we don't raise the debt ceiling, we're going to forfeit all our bills. We're going to go in the Big Depression, all this other stuff. Well, if you don't spend the money, you don't need to raise the debt ceiling. So don't spend the damn money. You know what? I started saying to myself, what are we going to do? And I know we can do something to win. We won these last local elections big. We took our congressmen, the freshman congressmen, we put them in Congress. We lost the other guys. Hey, but you know what? Some of these people in Illinois, they voted to hit the Titanic if they were on the boat. But here's what we got going. We have a thing called the Conservative Committeeman Project. I started this thing with Tim Carlitis probably 2.5 years ago.
We didn't know each other.
2 years ago, I don't know. I get mixed up. Alright, it don't matter when. But you know, we have 208 members of the thing right now, and we walk Joliet in the bad neighborhoods or whatever you want to call them. And when the election was done for Cedric Crenshaw, we had 38% of the vote in a neighborhood that would never vote that high. So that means that we made a difference. And you know what? We walked those neighborhoods with signs that said Will County Tea Party Alliance. So what I'm asking everybody here, we've all heard about engaging the system, and that's what we got to do. We have to engage the system. And that means to have action. Well, at the table over there, there's a nice lady, Marianne Bozen. Want to raise your hand, Marianne?
Yeah.
She has a sign-up sheet for the Conservative Committeeman. Now, what a Conservative Committeeman is, it's a person that volunteers to do one more thing than they did in the last election. That means if you'll at least make one phone call, or you'll walk next door and tell your neighbor something that we ask you. We'll say, we'll give you literature. Walk next door and say, here, vote for these guys. They're good people. Or somebody might say, I can walk a block. I can hand out literature for my whole precinct for 2 blocks, 3 blocks. I'll make 100 phone calls. I'll donate some money. I'll put stamps on an envelope. Whatever it takes. But we need names. Because without the names of people, we're not engaging the system. And if we do something in Homer, we'll give it to Joe Malicina. He's over there. He's the chairman of our Republican Party over there, but he's a Tea Partier. And he'll get everybody there working. If you're in Joliet, we'll get him over to Tim. If you're in Plainfield, we have Garrett Peck and Bob Allen. So no matter where you're at, we can put you in with somebody that'll guide you along. You want to run for office, you get a hold of the same people. We're going to help everybody. But the only way we can win is for all of us to realize that unless we do at least one more thing, we're not going to be victorious. And we got to get rid of that bum. I'll tell you that right now. When I was sitting over here in this chair, and a gentleman come over to me and gives me a white card to put my glasses on. I should have left them there. But the main thing this thing says is, Obama is a communist.
Yeah.
Obama is a communist community organizer. So, you know what? We got to forget about the word progressive. Let's call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? Come on. Obama is a communist. He's a Marxist. He's a socialist. And he's not a stupid man. Obama is a very, very intelligent person.
Oh, bullshit.
You know what he's doing? He's smart. His design is to take our country down. He wants to make us destroy. And so we have to stand up to him as a group and not allow it to happen. You know what? We have a gentleman here that he's like part of the group now. Joe Palomino. He's with Americans for Prosperity.